Hello, this is David Havlicek, and this is my schematic design for our school project of ARC 502. The site I chose was Detroit, Michigan, and it is currently the site for the Go Lightly School, which is a K through 8 institution that is a very historical building. And the program that I've decided to pursue is a 9 through 12, a high school that is focused on technical skills. And it is not rare for the area. While it is rarer in the United States to see technical high school institutions, Detroit is probably one of the bigger pioneers for it, for either college prep or even getting you an associate's degree by the time you're graduating high school. Anyways, it is a successful form of high school learning that I am matching based on the context. All right, site analysis. On the left, we have diagrams that I helped create for a group project. And I also took some very important weather information created by Alex Ellis for from our group as well. And I have vegetation. There's quite a bit of vegetation. It's a residential neighborhood, so pedestrian access was one of the main factors going into the site. And also sensory plan, the big thing I want to point out is the automotive noise. There's an interchange and busy roads that are right around the east and northern parts of the site. So part of the massing, the L shape, was a suggestion from my instructor as an attempt to create naturally a green space sheltered from the noise in the courtyard. And so looking further on this design, you can see, I'll go further into detail about this. There's a west wing that is more historical to match the neighborhood context, and also for the traditional to hold and shelter the more traditional learning units. And then also a more modern northern wing, which is for the collective clear span spaces. All right, from the front entrance, and also from the courtyard, you can see both of these different architectural styles coming together in the core of the building, both from the outer and inner views. In the interior atrium, that core part of the building. All right, natural light. One of the reasons that I did, this is a section through the West Wing, the Tudor style, more traditional style part of the building. One of the reasons it's so narrow is to bring in a lot of natural light and to expand the green space on the inner courtyard. All of these learning units, traditional classroom setups more so, are getting tons of natural light, including this library, which it comes out a little bit to bring in some light into that larger space. All right, the structural plan is set up very efficiently, 30-foot intervals, 20 feet this way, and the 30-foot intervals perfectly match up with this narrow Tudor style of the building, and that is because these are load-bearing walls, and I hope to do wood rafters and trusses for the floors in just clear span all the way to both of the load-bearing walls. Site strategy. I'm going to focus on this more than the site plan. I've expanded the integrated bus drop-off area, or the existing bus drop-off area. It's integrated, and the proposed parking and then the garage access. This garage is for learning use. It is for automotive learning. So there needs to be a way for vehicles to get into there, but also for some instructors. The bus drop-off is also very conveniently placed towards the kitchen for food drop-off. Then here's a potential place for drop-off for just normal cars, and also great pedestrian access and for parking access. This is a parking lot that I'm going to be modifying, but that is going to be incorporated into the landscape. Ground level, this shows circulation on that first floor. Circulation has great visibility to the green courtyard. And here's, you can see the pedagogy plan showing cluster pedagogy trying to be pursued. And then the indoor-outdoor relationships at the core of the building, a section cut to show pivoting doors going into the courtyard, and the 3-story tall curtain wall system in atrium space with a green roof on top. There's a lot of green consideration. All right, and this is the site plan that is the definites. They are in place, but to be further defined, almost shown as like similar to the diagram. All right, basement floor plan. I want to point out that library media that was mentioned before. And then on the main floor, we have a lot of support spaces. We have staff administration, and also we have the cafeteria, some more collective space, but then service and kitchen. There's the garage, which is an automotive, which is a technical learning environment, but the garage matches very much the more industrial support nature of the service and kitchen. Now here you see the learning unit layout in the more traditional Tudor style West Wing, and that same style is matched as we keep going up, and it will remain the same because it's about as efficient as I could get it. The learning units and laboratory spaces are further expanded up here, and then the green roof is now going to be visible and on the 3rd floor. And it is perfectly level with the 3rd level of learning units on the West Wing, and so they can have great access to the green roof even on the 3rd level. And then the 4th level, despite having not much around it and having to go up 4 flights of stairs, sounds kind of dreadful, has great light access with the 4 floors is about as high as I think I could go reasonably without getting students mad. I've heard of a student who had to go to a school in downtown Twin Cities here that went to like a 9-story school, and that it was just terrible. I couldn't imagine. So 4 stories and great light lights from as shown in the diagram before. All right, some sections from both wings. We have efficient classroom style, traditional classrooms set up on the West Wing, and the North Wing much more clear span, laboratory, open pedagogy, self-led, self-driven studies. All right, then elevations showing the different styles, and I kind of explained the program as I went through the floor plans, but more graphically showing that in these plans, and then refining this nicely provided spreadsheet. And here's my project statement, and the project narrative was from before and how I got to the program that I did, but then now how I am further designing that program is in this new project statement, which I would encourage you to read, but thanks for listening this far anyways, and I'd be glad to get any feedback.